Lots of snow melting here too. It's creating a lot of mist. It's always a cool shot. And what's going on today? I guess it's kind of interesting to see. I read the other day, if you guys remember, where Japan is lightening their drone laws because of things like drone delivery. And I guess this one shows you what they're going to be using for some operations. This one says Japan Post unveils drones for deliveries. Japan Post Co. has unveiled a new model of drone to be used for deliveries that it aims to put into service starting next fiscal year. Japan Post and ASCL, a Tokyo-based company that manufactures and sells drones, announced Tuesday that they have jointly developed a new type of delivery drone. They aim to have the drones out dropping off mail in 2023 or later, following the lifting of a ban on Level 4 drones as part of the revised Civil Aeronautics Law. In Level 4 flights, operators are allowed to fly drones outside the range of sight over populated locales such as residential areas. The 1.7 meter long and about 20 kilogram drones are capable of carrying loads of up to 5 kilograms in weight. The flight range is expected to be about 35 kilometers or about 250% faster than the current ACSL model's range. Sounds like a pretty heavy drone, but I guess they're okay with stuff like this flying over people and stuff now, huh? Just a little weird when you think about it again. And how about for more, I guess, military type of drones? This one looks kind of crazy, sounds kind of weird too. Is it kind of like a play on words? Because it says here, Cleo Robotics to develop tactical drone for US Army. Cleo Robotics, developer of the Dronut aerial vehicle platform, has been awarded a contract by the US Army to deliver a number of prototype tactical Dronut systems for intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance capability. The contract, valued at $2.5 million, was awarded by the US Army's Rapid Capabilities and Critical Technologies Office after the technology was selected during an Army Innovation Day competition evaluation of disruptive and innovative technologies to address required critical capabilities. Is this like a play on words, like a donut per se? It says the Dronut is a ducted aerial vehicle platform capable of withstanding impact without sustaining damage and can operate in GPS-enabled and GPS-denied environment. Always useful, I guess. Regardless if it's a military drone per se, you could use that for a regular consumer drone too. Its onboard intelligence and sensor payload make it highly capable and reduces the cognitive burden on the soldier, allowing commanders to rapidly adapt to the challenges faced on a very fluid battlefield. And then reading this made me wonder, is this a thing in the US where somebody is actually coordinating some kind of attack in their energy facilities? Just that news the other day in the US where one place was shot at. Now today I read like 2 places apparently. Like this first one says, shots fired near Duke Energy Facility in South Carolina. An individual opened fire near a Duke Energy facility at Watery Hydro Station in Ridgway, South Carolina on Wednesday, CBS News has learned. It says according to multiple sources, the individual pulled up in a truck outside the facility around 5:30 p.m. So apparently the guy fired and then drove away, I guess. And then this one says what? Oregon, Washington substations intentionally attacked. It says power companies in Oregon and Washington have reported physical attacks on substations using hand tools, arson, firearms, and metal chains, possibly in response to an online call for attacks on critical infrastructure. Yeah, so what's going on? It seems like they're all being attacked in a coordinated way. That's kind of scary too, isn't it? Especially during the winter time too. People without power, no heat, a lot of facilities and stuff will go down. So that's kind of crazy. Hopefully they catch, I guess, the people that are actually doing it and stopping it. And then this was all over the news today too. I read this before where apparently there was a basketball player who went to Russia, had something like cannabis oil or something like that, where it's illegal there. And because of that, she was placed in jail. And a lot of people here are like, oh, it's just whatever, cannabis oil, set her free. And I guess the assumption was, oh, they're doing it on purpose because they want some kind of prisoner trade, and that seems like what has happened today. This one says, Brittney Griner freed from Russia in prisoner exchange. Viktor Bout, a convicted arms dealer, has been deported from US to secure Griner's release. Now I was wondering, who is this guy exactly? And based on this, it says, Viktor Anatolovich Bout is a Russian arms dealer, an entrepreneur and former Soviet military translator. He used his multiple companies to smuggle weapons since the collapse of the Soviet Union from Eastern Europe to Africa and the Middle East during the 1990s and early 2000s. And it says Bout gained the nicknames the Merchant of Death and Sanctions Buster after Peter Hain of the British Foreign Office read a report to the United Nations in 2003 on Bout's wide-reaching operations, extensive clientele, and willingness to bypass embargoes. That's crazy to think about, if that's true anyways, where it was done purposely to try to do a prisoner swap. It looks like Russia tried to get someone who could help them in the war maybe, and whereas in the US here they get an athlete back per se. I don't know what's going on there, but that sounds kind of weird when you think about it. Alright, see you guys later.